And it's kind of that, having the people close, the relationships, the quality control aspect. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we can go look at our metal components being run. We can go visit the local flame shop right up the road. We can go see veneer, the quality of the veneer before we get it. I mean, it's just having that kind of aspect of everybody close. I mean, yeah, it cuts down on your carbon footprint, your freight cost, et cetera. But I think it's those relationships are, yeah, lead time, but you can't beat those relationships. And we've always tried to keep it made here in the USA as much as we can. That kind of came from being younger also. I remember back when importing started to become big. So it was a long time ago. And residential furniture was shipping to China, like Jen said. And Thomasville Furniture, of course, everybody knows T-ville, but they were shutting down their plants just systematically, one after another. I mean, it was 600 people to pop every time they shut down one of those plants. And after shutting down one of them, Dad and I we were trying to decide, talking about what to do. And like I said, I was in purchasing at the time, and we were kind of walking up the hill, and the HR person was coming down and was just like, Randy, you're not going to believe it. And we got up the hill, literally the line to apply for a job was coming out our building and heading up the street because Thomasville had shut down one of their plants. And I remember it really struck Dad and me pretty hard. And we both I remember he looked over at me and just said, we're going to do everything we can to keep it all here and help local companies and try to keep it. Never really got into the import game. Never did.
That's awesome, Jeff. And the statistic that you talked about in our prep call, but is worthy of mentioning, is 75% of your raw materials come from within 75 miles of your current factory. And you just talked about that and the importance of that, and being able to reach out and touch those suppliers and to go have a cup of coffee with them, to go see the product being made. Because I think a lot of people have a misconception that when you're a furniture manufacturer, that you manufacture everything, and you don't manufacture every component and every part and piece. There's strategic outsourcing that is required. And you guys made the decision to keep that strategic outsourcing here in the United States as much as possible within 75 miles of where you are, to keep all of those businesses working and those companies and those small businesses continuing to run and be profitable and have people employed. And in a small community like High Point, North Carolina, I think that's pretty fantastic. And in our industry that is prone to going abroad for products and for manufacturing, it also says a lot about your commitment, not only to your company, to your people, to the quality of your products, but also to your customers and to the country as a whole and to manufacturing in the US. So congrats to you guys. That's awesome.